Hello, Tab Nation. It's your boy Tom, and today we're going to be doing something a little different than AutoHotkey. We're going to be doing a showcase video in Python. I don't think I've ever actually done a true, showcase video, but you all love my AHK ones, so I'm going to try it in Python. Let me know what you guys like, and definitely in the comments below if you guys want to see more showcase videos, not just in AutoHotkeys, but in this one, for example, Python. Send me some links down below or give me program library names, whatever. Maybe I'll make a number 2 of this, see how things go. Maybe I'll even do other things, not just Python, but other languages. And just in case you're new and you don't know what the showcase videos are, they're basically where I just show off random scripts that I found interesting for one or two reasons. They could be something that's just super useful, I thought was a unique idea, or I think maybe it's a good program for you to start learning something and try to, manipulate the code and, learn how it's really doing stuff. So it can really just be anything I just found or you guys recommended to me that I was like, yeah, it seems kind of cool. Let's throw it in a video. So a lot of these, obviously, I'm not going to be talking about the code. I'm just kind of showing off what they are, and you can decide what you want to do with it. Links are going to be in the description below going to these, but in this video, we're going to be doing 5 showcase of Python. So we are here in VS Code. I'll just kind of show the code for the heck of it, but this is Snake. If you don't know what Snake is, go grab an old phone. You should know what it is, but yeah. Not too complex, 130 lines of code. Obviously, there's a lot of blank lines in here, so it's less than that. But yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, so I got this code. We're basically going to go up here. We're going to go to terminal, new terminal. And we're going to run the script real quick. You can make some changes actually in here for how it's functioning with different types of keys presses. Like here's go down. So if you want to change it to, like WASD versus using the arrow keys, that's probably the one spot you might want to manipulate it in. But yeah, so we are already pointing at my desktop here. Just use the CD command, change directory to point to wherever you save the script. I just have it on my desktop. It's already pointing there, so pretty easy. Let me fix my keyboard here. It's kind of hard to type with a mic in front of me. So we're going to do Python. This is called snake.py. We're going to go ahead and press that, and there we go. So I'm using the arrow keys and just kind of moving around. Like I said, simple game. This is peak performance cell phones with gaming in my day. So yeah, let's go ahead and kill ourselves. Try to. It's kind of hard to turn fast enough. There we go. It just restarts the game. But yeah, that's Snake. I mean, for only 100 and, probably 20 lines of code, this is pretty cool. It's a great way to start learning how to, do stuff. So yeah, definitely check that out. I really found this one to be my favorite, one of my favorites at least. So yeah, now let's look over here at test.py. This is basically, I call it a test because you could use it to create a test, but you could also use this, I see, as being a really cool way, is making what are those called, like a text adventure game. Would be kind of cool, but it's also useful, like, for a teaching situation. So we're just doing print. This is all going to be done into our terminal down here. Are you ready to take the test? Which I misspelled, which is fine, whatever. Yes or no. Score, so the variable is going to start at 0. Total questions is 3. Just make sure you change this for whatever amount of questions you have. And basically what you're going to manipulate is here's question 1. So anything inside these quotes is whatever you want to put. So mine's going to say question 1, what is 5 plus 5? If answer, and then put in here, what the correct answer is, you're going to get a point. And it's going to tell you that it's correct. Else, meaning I put the wrong answer in there, it's not going to give me a point. All it's going to say is wrong. And you don't have to put this in here. Maybe you don't want them to know which ones are getting right or wrong. You can just delete the else then, and you're fine. Question 2, and basically we're just going through the same thing. 2, score, wrong answer, 3, blah, blah, blah. But then at the bottom, it's just going to do some math for you. So thank you for your time. You got whatever your score was, questions right. Then it's going to do the math here of dividing by 100, your score versus how many total, and that's giving you like a percent, you know, like you scored an 86% or whatever. And then it's going to say grade, what is your mark, which is the calculation, and then it's going to print by. Obviously, you can get rid of the by. I just have that in there because why not? But yeah, that one's pretty simple. Let's go ahead and knock this one out. So we're going to do Python test.py. So there it is, already printing. Welcome to a test. Are you ready to take the test? Yes or no? I'm going to type yes. Question 1. What is 5 plus 5? 10. And I'm just pressing enter, just so you know. Correct. What is 5 minus 3? Oh, let's get this one wrong. I'm going to say it's 1. Oh, wrong answer. What is the meaning to life, the universe, and everything? Hopefully you all know the answer to this, but it's 42. So we're going to go ahead and press enter on that, and it's going to go through, calculate. Thank you for your time. You got 2 questions correct. Your grade is a 66%. Obviously, it's got a bunch of trailing 6s there, which we could fix up if we really wanted to. And bye. So yeah, this one's really cool. Honestly, I see this being more useful for like teachers for that, but doing like a text adventure thing would be kind of cool. Let me know any other ideas of why this could be useful besides a test or text adventure kind of style game. I don't know. Those are the first things I came up with. This one's called Egg Catch. And for some reason, it's taking a second to load. So yeah. Now, you might have noticed that a lot of these are going to need certain types of libraries. The websites I'm linking down will have the information of what you need to get. You just go in a command prompt and get it that way is the easiest. Yeah, this one, obviously I'm not going through the code. This is probably the more code heavy one, even though it's only like 100 lines long. But yeah, this was more just a fun game for like a little kid or something. So let's run this one. Python egg catch.py, and you can move it around. This one's also using the arrow keys. Once again, you can go through the code, figure out where that is, and change it. Yeah, basically you just got this little line that's a basket, I guess it's supposed to be, and you're just going through catching the eggs. You get a score, your lives. Obviously, those are things you can change to if you want to change the scoring system or how many lives you start with. You could even have a GUI beginning, you know, easy, medium, hard, and change the speed at which these fall. So yeah. All right, I think we get the point there. Fun little game. So this one is called bot import request. We're using this URL right here. Yeah, this is actually one of the simplest. It's just, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines of code, and that's nothing. This one, I think a lot of people eventually find some really cool stuff to do, but you got to find websites that it's going to be able to do a request with. But yeah, pythonbot.py. This one can be a little slow sometimes because it's doing a pretty big API call, at least for this website. And obviously you would want to eventually, because this is a lot of information, you can see it's grabbing, but it just in US Los Angeles, I mean, this is all the traffic jam reports and, you know, just information about all the traffic in that city currently, or at least in the last hour. So obviously you would need to figure a way to sort through this information pretty easily to be more readable, I guess you would say. But yeah, I mean, for 5 lines of code, like the API calls here are just so nice because you're just, all the code's really inside of this module or library. It's request. And then you just got to figure out which websites have API. So as you see here, this is the API URL. So that's just something you got to explore, see if you can find it. With just a simple Google of the site you're trying to gather information from should give you the information you need. Last one we got here is called Board. This one was just kind of a funny one. It kind of took me back. This one's doing another API thing, but a little bit more complex, as you can see. So yeah, let's run this one. This one is going to be Python board.py. Hello, I'm here to help get you out of Boardment. Just type I'm bored to see interesting things you can do. Press Q to quit. So we're going to type I'm bored, and this is case sensitive. We're going to press enter. I'm going to connect to the API. And it's basically just giving you a random idea. So this is an education one activity. Read a formal research paper on an interesting subject. So yeah, that's basically all that does. It's just an interesting website. There was a website I used to use way back in high school that was kind of like this, where I just found random websites on the internet. For the life of me, can't remember what it's called, but I'm pretty sure it got shut down eventually. It's just the most random thing. But yeah, it's just a random idea generator using API call once again. All right, like I said, in the comments below, throw stuff at me that you guys want to have showcased. If it's yours, let me know so I can give you credit. If it's not yours, that's fine. Just give me the URL so I know where it is. If you go to my About tab, there is all my contact information through my email. I prefer you to do that, just because a lot of times if you try to post a URL in the comments below, it might block it and delete your comment because it kind of thinks you're trying to be a spammer or whatever. And if there's another, besides Python or AutoHotkeys, let me know another language you would really love to see a showcase in, and I'll try my best, and see you all on the next one. Peace.